we on?
Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Glad to know you guys can make it.
Hey, we had the Phantom Slurper in here.
Okay.
Jay Lee slurps shit all the time. Slurping.
I'm not slurping the normal stuff. I didn't have time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
at least, hopefully, you're not slurping that other thing, and we'll be okay. That's all we're really concerned about. That you're not genty. As long as you're not genty, we'll be okay.
No. Keep
Hey,
that
we just
ace
gotta
laden
make sure.
weirdo away from me.
We just got to make sure. That's all I'm saying.
Jay Lee, hey, look, after this, hey, DM me your number. We're gonna talk.
Talk.
Not bad for you. Just I'm gonna tell you some shit. I'm gonna say it on here. Yeah.
Hang on.
It's about some Asian persuasion stuff that I have questions about.
I like
I'll see if I
dog.
can answer it. I
Dog
used
is
to.
best.
Then you gotta
Used
go
to
with
what?
cat. Like dog.
Mm.
No, I'm kidding. I never had a dog before.
Yeah, because
I'm trying to find the best background for us. Tell me when's a good background.
that one that was before that. I know that for a fact. No,
This one?
not that one. No, the other one. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I think. I don't know. Jay, what do you think?
That's fine.
All right. So now that people are finally slipping into the viewership here,
They slip it in.
if one of you wants to run, who has the most followers right now on TikTok? You, bro?
Hell no, this is my new page.
What you got?
7 something.
7 something?
Yeah, I ain't even to 1,000 yet.
I got 11 on one.
Oh, so you had the most.
And
I don't know what
16
Jay
on
is.
the other.
Yeah,
I'm
this is my
surprised
new
I still have these accounts. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised I still have it. This is a
Same.
record for me. A record.
page. I'll keep
So
on there.
we are short Nate again because his schedule
He's
changed.
working. He's working.
He said he working.
Yep.
So we have two options. We push it to 5:30 on a Wednesday,
Okay.
or make another plan.
Don't you have
Question
another
is,
show to do, Marl?
I do. Usually.
So what time? What time
7
is your?
o'clock my time?
You do 3 shows a day, right? Or two or 3?
On Wednesdays, I do 3, sometimes 5.
All right. So what's your latest one?
It starts at 5 my time, which is 8 Eastern. So he's thinking of 2:30 my time, and then we can go to 3:30.
Central.
That'd be
Pacific.
that'd be Pacific.
So that'd be 2:30.
It should be about 4:30 your time.
Oh, that's right. 4:30. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll try and push it back a little bit. We'll see if that adjustment works, and if it works, perfect. If it don't work, we'll figure a different route.
Yeah, make sure you send me updates because I'll be forgetting times. As many times as our times have changed.
You know what? I don't need to be sending you nothing. Okay.
Negro, you gonna send me something?
You a grown ass man, bro.
Nah, he'll send it to me. I'm just saying.
We gotta talk about that man. That grown man. I think that's what they said. They were a grown man. That they're bigger, 6'8", and that they are bigger and stronger, and they do they big up because they're grown men. You know who that is? You know what I'm talking about?
That one that the one that's
the one they just exchanged in prisoner exchange.
The one that's probably a
Brian
female,
Griner?
but most likely a male. Yeah.
Brian.
That dude.
Brian Griner.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, that dude.
I have it from good authority that it is a female.
How?
But-
Sway? How?
Well, let's just say they have the parts of a female.
How to fuck your chest? No.
Just saying they have the parts of a female.
Would he tuck it in or something? How the fuck?
Well, they do bottom surgery now.
Well, he probably had the money to do that shit.
I mean, WNBA, they're better pay grade than most average.
To each their own.
citizens,
Look. To each their own. Hey,
I'm just saying,
if you want to chop your dingaling off to, hey, that's all. Hey,
it could be a man. It could be.
More power to you, man.
It
More
could
power
be.
to you.
I'm listening to the
hating.
voice, and I don't trust the voice. I'm sorry, that doesn't sound normal at all.
Mhm.
like at all. Like
Didn't
in
he
the
come
least.
back with a beard or she or whatever?
It looking like a beard. I can't be sure.
Shem came back with a beard. That's what I heard, man. I don't know, man. There's got to be a picture floating around. We got to show the people. There's a picture of this motherfucker coming back with a beard. Can I say that? Where are we
What?
at?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a picture of this person coming back with a beard. Is that
Like,
real though?
did this person take Russian-based hormone replacement therapy during their time in jail?
The
Is that how
big
it
bad
happened?
hormone make
she
you
said she
man.
she she said
Oh,
they
the
chopped her
corpse.
dreads off because they froze after showers in over there.
Where was she at? Where was she at? In Russia or was she
Yeah,
in
in
what's
Russia.
that
Siberia?
other no, what's that other Russian prison they got in
Siberia. The
Siberia?
Gulag.
Was she in Siberia or some shit?
Probably.
Bitch, your
She
motherfucking
was in the
dreads
Gulag.
didn't freeze. Get the hell up out of here.
Like literally no one is on the Facebook pages,
Mm.
even though it's public. I think what's happening is we have to figure a
Which Facebook
better
page?
way.
The
Mine.
Savage? Or
No one's on the
yours?
Savage, and
Oh.
I haven't streamed to the Savage yet. He didn't add the Savage to here. Yeah, we did, but there's no one on that. So,
Hold on. I'm gonna send it to the Savage Patriots right now.
so question here: was it an even or good trade to make? Because I heard some stories about Mister um, and welcome Dana, that Merchant of Death guy. He loves America apparently,
Mm.
As
and
targets
he
or
says, yeah, he says that just like everybody else is saying that Americans are giving up their freedoms, and he didn't do nothing wrong. You know, he just gave guns to people who needed guns. Um,
Didn't they make a movie about that guy though?
hmm
Yeah.
with Nicolas
Anyway,
Cage?
yeah. So is it a good trade? You think we made a good trade?
No.
Would you have given up the Merchant of Death for Brittany Griner?
Well, here's the thing, man. Here, I thought Brittany Griner got arrested for going over there and having marijuana on her. Come to
Mm-hmm.
find out, she was already living there,
Mm-hmm.
playing basketball, whatever.
It's the travel. Well, she goes there all the time for basketball, but
Yeah.
it's the traveling through customs with what she had is the problem.
So she already understood
Oh, she's known that for a
yeah,
while,
she's known it.
which is why I don't understand why they're trying to be lenient on her. If you've been
She's black and
traveling,
lesbian.
if you've been traveling to this place for forever, how do you not know? How do you not know that? Hey, I'm not supposed to be having that.
You ain't lying. I'm scared
Like,
when because I do CBD and I'm scared when I travel with CBD in my truck. I'm like, oh shit, even though CBD is legal, but still, she
But
knew
you're
what she was
crossing.
doing.
But bro, you're crossing state lines. She's crossing international boundaries.
international boundary.
She just thought she had a pass. She was like, you know who
Okay,
I am.
even if you didn't know, why would you risk? Why would you risk of all places, Russia?
Hey, Carrie. Yeah,
Of all places,
Yes.
Russia?
She
yeah,
here.
they'll throw
That's
you in a gulag
come on,
like
man.
real fast.
Come on, man. Of all
Putin,
places, Russia.
Putin doesn't play, man. Putin's like, no. You're not gonna come in my country and do that. No,
I shall
no,
take
no.
your CDB and put you in jail
Yes.
because I'm strong
Now,
like bull.
Merchant of Death guy was responsible for a bunch of gun running, Sierra Leone, um,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of African wars that he said or supposedly had hands in. This is my theory about him, about Mr. Victor.
Victor.
I believe that what he's going to end up doing is going right back into the arms business, which is what they wanted to free him for.
I
They'll
volunteered.
send him right back into the arms business. And what's going to happen with that war between Russia and Ukraine is that he is going to end up arming little pockets of guerrillas around.
Mm.
And what's going to end up happening there is you're going to have a pocket created for a whole new terrorist cell that's going to create World War III. That's just my theory about it. Is that he's going to be the arms runner, and you're going to see. No, don't forget that Ukraine also had a hand in gun running back in the same time frame that Victor was gun running to the same exact
Carrie,
people.
Carrie posted a comment. I don't have access to post it anywhere. There you go. Seems like a stunt to me. They used her for political. Yep. Almost like she knew it was going. Yep, for sure.
Here's the thing. This is what I think we've all theorized, is that because she's black and she's a lesbian, she's literally second, maybe third from the top of the victimhood hierarchy,
Mm-hmm.
the cloud chasing hierarchy. That all she was Joe Biden's cloud chasing meat shield.
Right.
She's not a lesbian. She's a man, baby.
A mansion. She's a mansion.
She's a man. That's what she is.
Supposed lesbian.
That's a dude.
She gives a whole new meaning to butch.
Mother got this like me. See, you know I'm a man right here. I ain't got that right there.
And where are the scars?
Like her,
though. What? Say again?
You kind of talk like her.
Damn! Don't make me do it.
Oh no!
You want proof? You want proof that you talk like her?
All right, let's see it.
All right. He said he want proof that he talk like her. I'm gonna show him right now.
Now I want to see it. So hey, look. We got to put things into context so people know who Victor is, because there's a lot of people don't know who this guy is, and they made a movie about this guy. He was running guns and shit, Sierra Leone,
Victor.
Oh, look at this. Now, look, I don't give a damn.
Victor's a man.
That you're telling me that's a woman. That's what you're telling me.
Yes, that's a woman. Yes.
That ain't no damn woman. Look at
It's a very well built female.
That looks like Michelle.
You know that
Obama,
song? She's 2.0. A brick house.
She's
her. She's a brick house.
No, I know what a brick house looks like. That's not a brick house.
What is that?
Because that's not 36, 24, 36. I'm sorry. That's not.
Like 48.
That's not good for me. That doesn't roll with me like that. No.
All right, bro. You ready to hear yourself?
All right, let's hear myself.
Okay, listen.
You know this is my podcast voice, though.
Okay, here we go. I was having check. Do you remember the very first time an interview?
Ooh, that was a while ago.
You were.
Yeah, it did kind of sound like me. Okay, keep going. I gotta change my voice up.
Okay, that's you in like the afternoon.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
right.
saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Sound a lot
you're right.
like you.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll give that to you.
Okay.
You got me right.
All right. Okay.
No, let's go in deep.
Now,
like, let people know who Victor is, so they know who this guy is. So they
Victor
have to go watch the movie.
Victor Bout?
Yeah, so they can go watch the movie, so they can put things in context about who the person is, because a lot of people don't know who he is.
Victor Bout was a Russian gun runner and plane smuggler for many of the guerrilla war people in Africa.
In Sierra Leone.
In Sierra Leone and a bunch of other places. What he's mostly known for is him wishing death upon Americans. Exactly what his reasonings were, he says it's to enable freedom fighting. I don't know how exactly.
Well, I can agree with freedom fighting a little bit,
So Liberia, Angola, Sierra Leone was the places that he had been smuggling guns, running at the exact same spaces that Ukraine was functioning for the same reasons that he was doing it, for money. He sustained that war going from around the 1994 area to around 2001. The odd thing about it, though, is that he did it in conjunction with the United States government. Both Clinton and Bush, they all had a hand in the wars over there. Don't get it twisted that just because Victor is a world-renowned merchant of death doesn't mean that the presidents of the United States aren't as well.
What movie was it, though? What was the name of that movie?
Lord of War.
Lord of War. So Lord of War with Keanu, what was it? What's his name?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. So that was about that guy. So you guys don't know.
Yeah, he is the same way. Okay, I'll put it to you this way. The same way that you saw Obama drop millions of dollars in Iraq, or rather Iran, and you saw Bush do the same thing in Iraq, and then you saw Biden doing the same thing in Afghanistan. All of that, Is it no different than what Victor Bout did? I'm gonna say it right
Mhm.
now. It's no different.
You ain't lying.
The only difference is that we were sanctioned as being okay to do that because we were called international global power. He just happened to be a man that's not one.
Freaking Carrie. I'm sorry to go, but Carrie is like, she has the best surgeon ever. It's not a she anymore.
It
It.
there is a portion in that interview where she says that she's a grown man. Okay, she says it, not us.
What
Okay,
about the
so
pictures with her shirt off though?
I
But
have seen that too, and I think they
yeah,
said she removed them for ease of playing basketball. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Um, it's so that it's, she
That
didn't
was
need
an
them because
excuse.
she was the male. She's the male in the relationship. So
all right. So back to I just had to break because it was funny to me. I'm sorry. So Lord of War,
yes,
Victor,
Lord of War.
Victor. So
Victor
anybody who
who?
hasn't seen Lord of War, make sure you check it out. You know who they released for a drug smuggler or minor drug smuggler. You know, this guy was smuggling arms, like heavy shit, tearing up countries and shit. And they exchanged this dude for some chick that just smuggled a couple things of marijuana. You
Milligrams
know,
of CBD.
yeah, it's crazy.
And we're
So
talking
yeah,
that's well. Here's the thing too. Apparently, she's also the best of us, according to Potato in Chief.
Really?
yeah.
I
That's
don't
what the
think so.
potato said.
I don't
That's what
concur
the
with
potato
that.
said. Well, that's what
He's
the
a
potato said.
but he's a potato.
Well, right. I'm not knocking the fact that he's a potato.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's what the
Okay,
potato in Chief said.
so
She's the
I'll
best of
give you a
us.
little more rundown on this guy. Um, he was also he's an ethnic Ukrainian, by the way,
Mm,
working for Russia. I want you all to make that make sense a little bit for me.
okay.
That's according to the Foreign Affairs Select Committee of Britain.
So that's
He
like George
became
Soros working for Hitler.
right. He became a Russian citizen following the dissolution of the Soviet Union in '91. Um, so he has at least 4 passports, which gives him lots of access to move around the country, around the world, and not real. That's why he was so hard to bring to what they consider justice. Um, he served in the Soviet Armed Forces, graduated from the Military Institute of Foreign Languages. Um, so he's got quite the decorated background. He was involved in the Soviet military operation in Angola in 1980s for the People Movement of the Liberation of Angola. So if it's anything, he's on the side of black people for sure.
Mm. No, he's not.
Hey, hey,
He's just another freaking motherfucker that wants to see Negroes kill themselves out there in them
he
countries.
gave guns to the black people. Isn't that enough?
Look, you
No.
guys. I
Okay.
mean, we've all seen Lord of War when it first came out, but go back and watch it so you can put things into context on who this guy
So
was.
apparently, his network delivered not only surface to air missiles to Kenya, but it was also used in an attack on an Israeli airliner on takeoff during the 2002 era. Um, he has met with Hezbollah in Lebanon and
Mm,
part of the 2006 Lebanon war. Um,
Makes
Records
sense.
found in Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi's former intelligence officers' headquarters in Tripoli after the overthrow of Gaddafi indicated that in late September, British officials told the then Libyan intelligence officer that Bout had considerable commercial presence in Libya and aimed to expand his interest there. Now, that's very pivotal. Listen to
Mm.
this. If anybody remembers who was in charge of getting rid of Gaddafi, maybe you can tell me who that was. There was,
Bush.
a, there was
Who
another
was it?
Negro that took care of
Oh,
Gaddafi.
Obama.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. So understand this.
more Hillary than
Victor
Obama.
was there and had a hand in Gaddafi's disappearance,
Deletion.
Mm.
deletion, as well as Obama. What does that tell you?
Drone striker in
It
chief.
it tells
Mm.
you that he was working in cahoots with the American government. Period.
And
And blank.
I doubt very much that this Victor guy was the only Russian prisoner that we had.
Not.
He was
He's
the
not.
only one. No, he's not.
Yeah.
But why this guy? And we know why. We know this. We know why. Because their goal is to take out who? Putin.
But what I can't get is the reasonings behind releasing him when he has no beef with Putin.
Well, there's probably a stipulation to it. Hey, we'll release you, but here's what we need you to do. You know?
But see, the moment he exits U.S. jurisdiction, those stipulations don't matter.
Yeah, they won't matter to them. They can't really hold him to it.
Well, those stipulations don't matter, but money matters, though.
And he'll
He-
rack
and
up the
he-
money by
I
selling
think I'd be
both
more
sides of
afraid.
this.
I'd be more afraid of Putin than I would be afraid of the wet potato.
Yeah, you're right. But the thing is that they have been selling both sides from since I would say at least since World War II. That's where I can go back to. So both sides are going to get played every time.
Well, arms runners will always sell weapons to both sides. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
that's something we can dispute. It's just that it's just interesting as to why. Well, honestly, I think that this Victor guy, he'll definitely sell weapons to both sides. He'll sell weapons to both Russia and Ukraine. No doubt about that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, if America's is backing up Ukraine, whatever side's paying him the most money,
Mhm.
that's the side he's going to go with, and he's
Right.
going to back Ukraine. He will, no matter his loyalty to Russia, whatever he wants to say. But he doesn't. He doesn't. People like that don't have a loyalty. It's all if you
Except
don't
to
make
the
dollars.
right, to the group.
Yeah, it's all dollars to them. Tribute, volunteer.
He is a different character. And like I said, I think what I would love to see is exactly what the release conditions were, or how Russia presented this. We want this guy if you want her back.
How do you know Russia wanted? How do you know Russia fought for his release? How do you know?
I don't. That's why I want to know.
Yeah, Russia. I don't think Russia fought for his release. I think Ukraine might have did it because he is a Ukrainian national, and
By
Ukraine
birth.
did it.
Yeah. But he defected, so it's not like he's a Russian citizen. So I'm not sure that I can attribute to that, but it would make sense if they're pushing the Ukrainian thing. But it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Well, it does make sense because I know what their goals are, but it doesn't make sense as to who they're releasing him to and for what ends. That's the crazy part to me, is that I cannot figure out for what ends they think this would make any sense, or how does it make any sense that they think this would be a good idea. And it has no bearings for me. I can't make heads or tails of this.
So let me can I posit this then? Is Brittany Griner really the issue or what? Because
No.
Brittany Griner,
she's
she
a nobody.
And it's not just that she's a nobody.
Right.
She is a nobody.
She is used right on the. So there's two phases which she was used, right? I think she was captured by Russia to try and get Bout. That's my first theory. Okay, they captured a nobody, but it's not a nobody. Here's why she's not a nobody. Right now, America values two things: the gay and the woman. Right? They don't care if it was a male. That's why they didn't get the male out.
And
the color, right? So black, gay, female. They love those three, especially Mr. Biden, because he thinks that'll get him some brownie points. No pun intended. So I think Russia already is anticipating exactly what would be the most leverage to have, which is a athlete, black, female,
lesbian.
Gay. Okay. Now, if I know that, I can hold a lot of political power, not because of the quality of the prisoner, but because of the climate in America and what they like to see free. So now Biden goes in, gets back Brittany. He gets the black vote, the gay vote, and some of the women vote, and some of the fence riders because he got an American citizen over. Look, I'll say this now. I don't care if she was an American citizen. She didn't like it here. I wish they had left her there to rot. If you don't like it here, go somewhere else.
Yep.
If
Mm-hmm.
every 5 minutes you can complain about being here, leave. I
That's right.
hoped that she would stay over there and rot. Now, all of a sudden, you're getting a second chance because of the same American government that you say is horrible, right?
Yeah, leave. Get the fuck
Coming
out.
back to the same place you say is so bigoted and racist by nature, by default, but you're back and you're quite content to be back. That's my biggest problem with this whole thing is that they made her to be this victim, but she is not a victim because you put yourself in that position.
Yep.
I can't even say that she wasn't worthy of a 14, 15-year sentence, 10-year sentence, whatever, because it's not our laws. That's Russians' law. And if they're that corrupt, then whatever sentence they give her, they give her. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I agree with you, man. When you said that, like, this was kind of planned, the release of this guy for this girl. Why this guy though? Why him? And there's a reason, and it has to do with the Ukraine Russian
War.
conflict, whatever
Mhm.
they want to call it, that's going on that we haven't heard about in a long time. But
They're still getting money, though.
yeah, they're still getting our money and everything. So if you can get somebody over there to, and
My
they want to
biggest
release this
fear in all of this is not really a fear. My biggest concern is that the American people are dumb enough to buy it as a benefit or a good thing. I've even heard some of the people that I consider intelligent people, wise people, are excited the fact that she got to come home because she too is an American citizen, and we should be happy because she made it out. And look, she didn't want to be considered American anyway.
That's right.
But now she needs the title to work in her benefit. No, 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 no,
But what
no.
about that Marine that's over there that's been
He
there
doesn't matter.
for?
He doesn't
Yeah,
count.
doesn't
Don't
doesn't
count.
matter. Nope.
No.
You know why? Because
Um,
he's a white cis male,
Mm.
and who cares about that guy?
Yeah, who cares about that guy?
Yeah, fuck him.
I don't care if she was an American citizen. It'd be okay. It'd be no different, and people might you can take this how you want. It'd be no different than if Timothy McVeigh was captured by Russian forces because he broke the law over there. I say keep him.
Hmm.
We don't want him here. Keep him.
That's with any conflict. Like, if all the foreign countries that I've been in, and I've been in a lot. If I was to go over there and break a law or something, keep me. I broke the law in that country thinking I had some type of privilege, and that was the thing with her. She had some type of privilege. This guy just was doing what he had to do. I get it. He was just doing what he had to do to make that dollar, and the government was paying him that money. But she went over there thinking she can just get away with what she wanted to get away with. Now, on the other side, maybe it's all planned, man. Like, nowadays, we don't freaking know, man. Like, we don't know. Like, what if all this stuff with her having drugs and everything is bullshit too? You know what I mean? What if it is? We don't know.
Well,
What if it's all planned? What if it's all like, I don't
I
know,
can't see
man.
Putin planning it with anybody. I think of
Mm.
all the people, that's probably the most rogue, uncontrollable entity of all of this. It'd be the two that I can see being the most problematic for this whole agenda is Putin and Trump. Let's just be honest. The two that really cannot be, you can't guess their next move is those two guys. They're both volatile, right? The same way nobody tried to even mess with America because they didn't know what he'd do.
Mm-hmm.
The same way you shouldn't mess with Putin because you don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not that he's crazy, but he will not care whether or not he has civilian casualties or not. Okay, he's not that kind of guy. If he really wanted to invade Ukraine, trust and believe me, Ukraine would be gone.
Yeah, that's true.
Gone in a heart, gone. It wouldn't even be a question. It'd be gone. It wouldn't be fanfare rolling tanks into this section and partially going into neighborhoods. That's stupid. No, okay, look. Let's look at how the war so far has panned out, they say.
Is it still going on even?
So far, he didn't go after Kiev.
The capital, right?
If I'm going to take out a country, the first place I'm going is to the heart.
The capital.
Right to it. And not just kind of gently rolling it. It's gone. Your main buildings, gone.
You take out the major hub.
Gone.
You That's can't where all the control. Now. That's where all the control is at.
Right. So you can't function. You can't send nobody out and you can't call for reinforcement. Now you're dead in the water. I have the rest of the country to my benefit, whatever I want to do. You don't think Putin knows that? You think he's that dumb? He's ex-KGB, for crying out loud. Come on now.
What is freaking Zelensky, an ex-drag queen or?
Well, yeah. And he's going around taking video, putting up holograms.
Yeah. He's doing parties. TikTok freaking lives and shit.
Come on, man. Come on. You guys want to believe that there's really a war in Ukraine right now?
There ain't no war in Ukraine. They're lying.
They're using that money to be laundered.
Yep.
Which is why I think they let Bout go. If you can let Bout go, and all of a sudden now he's a problem, who do you have to arm to keep Victor in line? The Ukrainians, right? You want to arm the Ukrainians. So what does that mean? You have to give the Ukrainians more money. So now you have the United States giving more money to the Ukrainians that they don't really need, because I don't think anything's going to come.
Because they're not even getting the money. The Ukrainian people. They're not getting the money.
You release Bout. You give Putin what he wants. You say the war is going on in Ukraine. And if he does do what he's supposed to do, which is to create another pocket, you do have your World War III without even having the initial war that kicked it off. Because let's be honest, this war is a false flag.
Yeah, but even before this war, did you even hear about Zelensky? No. Like, think about it. Like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, you hear about world leaders. I knew who Putin was. You know, I knew who the fuck I knew who what's his name? Xi Jinping. I know who is the North Korean leader,
Kim
Jong. You know, we know who these major freaking leaders. Then Zelensky, he comes out of nowhere. We're like, who the fuck is this guy? I
saw a video of him playing the piano with his dingling, and I thought it was a comedian. And then come to find out that is the Russian or the Ukrainian president.
Right? And all of a sudden now we got to respect this guy, and we're sending him billions and billions and billions of American dollars to do what?
Dance.
To dance on stage with high heels on like a freaking weirdo.
While a bunch of Americans are putting the Ukrainian flag filter over their profile pictures.
Because Americans are stupid.
Yeah, we're arming them while disarming us.
Most Americans, you could put, look, here's what I always say, man. Remember when all that shit was going on in Sierra Leone, Rwanda, all these African countries, right? Remember all that stuff that the Africans, and that was real shit.
Yeah.
Africans were getting slaughtered, tribal stuff. You didn't see all this stuff. You didn't see Americans out there waving a Nigerian flag or a Sierra Leone flag. You didn't see it because the media didn't push it for them to freaking mind control these people to believe it. Then they talk about Ukraine, and now you got these woke Americans out here with Ukrainian flags all in their profiles and stuff. No matter how much you talk about Ukrainians' ties to freaking, the N-word, you know what we're talking about, right? Mm-hmm. In a whatever. We're gonna leave it at that. Their ties to that, American people are still like, oh, the Ukrainian people. And then when you see these videos of like Russians actually helping Ukrainians, they're still not believing it. Mm-hmm. They're not. It's just like Americans are so freaking gullible, man. They'll believe anything. You could tell them that a freaking meteor hit the White House and you can make up a video and they're going to believe that shit. They're going to be like, oh my God, White House. It's just all these social trends. And, like Zelensky's nothing more than a social trend, man. That's all he is. He's just
a puppet.
So if
Be
there is a
honest.
war in Ukraine, right now, what exactly is our money being used to pay for? Have we gotten a breakdown? Not once.
I would hope it's for like food for the Ukrainian people if the
No, no, no.
money
It's
is
all
going there.
military stuff.
Yeah. So, like if it's only going towards military arms and everything, so what about the people? If so I'm like one of those people, like if our dollars are going to a foreign country to help, we need to help the people, not the military. The military is already funded through the government. The people are the ones that need help, you know. So we gotta supply them and get them food and this, but it's not. It's going to arms and buying Scud missiles and whatever else. So
Okay, so the latest. You want to hear the latest on this nonsense? On the war. Now, we've sent them close to what?
14 trillion.
Almost $5 billion or something like that. Some stupid number. No, it's
I
more than that.
understand, Eddie.
Something near 100. Let's go with. I'll go with $10 billion. Let's go with that. They are now planning to send Patriot air defense missiles to Ukraine.
Mm.
So I have a question for you, bro. Is that not us participating in the war?
Yes, because especially if it's American weaponry, no matter if we're on the ground or not, our stamp is on those weapons. So we are a part of it. We are involved
In recent months, Ukraine has been
financially.
supplied with advanced air defense from West, including NASAMs and Iris-T systems.
NASAMs or DCSM. NN? What?
NASAMs.
Hmm.
But it still needs more. It needs air defenses, not just to intercept missiles fired to power supply and distribution centers, which I have not heard any of them being hit, in and around the cities, and to prevent Russia from gaining air superiority around the front line. Ukraine is struggling to do both. Really?
You remember all those fake videos they were putting out about the Ukrainian-Russian war with the air stuff, and they were
Mm-hmm.
like showing these fake videos, and they were video games and
Yeah.
stuff, and people still didn't wake up to it. They
Oh my
still
Lord.
didn't wake up.
This is insane to me, bro.
Yeah, it's
No,
all a
that's because
game, man.
that's our tax dollars.
Yeah.
I
Well, our
didn't sign up for
tax
that.
dollars are nothing. Yeah, our tax dollars
No,
are nothing.
but regardless of whether or not it's nothing, I didn't sign up for that. I did not consent
No.
for the flipping
Yep.
government to take part of my pay, part of getting taxed food, gas, and all these other amenities that I should be afforded to have, but I'm paying taxes on it on top of the IRS, state, and federal income tax. And all that money is going over to fund a non-existent war that they need air defense things for that I'm paying for, in essence.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I mean, people are getting deep in the comments. I'm looking at the comments, but everybody needs to go and watch. I don't know if you guys have watched it, the documentary called Everything is a Rich Man's Trick. And it's like 3 hours. So if you're not one of those people that like to be educated or can sit there through a documentary, it's probably not for you. But it's called Everything is a Rich Man's Trick. And if you're just sitting at home one day, you ain't got nothing better to do, watch it.
Had some edibles.
You don't even need edibles. Just watch how they break all this. But look how, because I don't do that shit.
This is what they're saying. Moscow has repeatedly targeted Ukrainian energy infrastructure since October. Again, people, listen carefully to this. If Russia wanted to eliminate Ukraine, they don't need to go after energy infrastructure.
Yep.
And it won't take
Right.
them almost a year now to do it. They have Ukraine in power, in military might, in military equipment, and in strategy. There is zero reason for Russia to target energy infrastructure alone when you have the capital and you know that Zelensky is constantly in the media. He's always in front of the camera. Man, look.
I mean, look how they walk around. You remember when like Pelosi visited and all these celebrities and all these politicians?
Oh yeah.
And they was telling us how bad the war is and there's all this stuff and they're just walking around willy-nilly in the capital city, like, and people are still out there partying and having dinner, and it's just like we're being lied to, man.
And if there's really a war going on, wouldn't the country be closed off to foreign?
You would think. You would think.
Yep.
There'd be no flying in and out. Just a plane. No.
Just landing. How did they even get there? You know, if I was
Sean
Russia,
Penn is walking around Kyiv, right?
Yeah, he's walking around giving his Oscar away and stuff like it's an act. And what's it? Bono's over there playing a concert, and I'm just like, what the hell? Do you guys really believe this shit show right here? But that's
I'm
the world
looking at
we
live
live in.
stream right now of Kiev. Right? Zero activity, no smoke, no fires, no broken buildings.
Can you share it?
A live stream.
Can you share the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, share the screen so everyone can get context of, like, just know that there's no war going on. There really isn't. They still have internet access and they have access to everything. It's all bullshit.
Like, Ukrainian TikTok is probably still up and running, right?
Let's see.
So you see this, right? You're looking at all these cams. Do you see any activity at all in these cities? They're saying this is Russian occupied, okay? With zero activity on it.
No military.
All the lights are on. You don't see fire. You don't see anything. Hang on.
I mean, this is supposed to be a massive war.
The screenshot in Kharkiv.
TikTok.
The screenshot of the Cam 2, the Kharkiv or whatever it is, there should be bombs going off if there's really a war going on. In the distance, even.
It looks so fake, bro.
Yeah, they wouldn't have to have internet. They shouldn't even have internet.
Come on, man.
In the Ukraine.
Look at them dancing. Like, come on, man. You're in a war and you have
this is a war.
And you're dancing to a TikTok video and flipping stuff up.
It's fake, dude. And people believe this shit. It's all staged. It's like a training event. Look
honestly, this is reminiscent of during the pandemic, how all the medical institutions are all making these TikToks during a pandemic of epic proportions that'll kill billions of people. And this was our medical professionals. This reminds me of exactly that.
And they're over there dancing and doing stupid shit, and the hospitals are supposedly overflowing with people. And I was like, Jesus Christ, how do they have time to do all these videos like this? You know, and it's all mind control, man. And people just don't see it. There's just like, man, they're manipulating us, you know? Like, again, go and watch. Again, everything is a rich man's trick. I'm going to say it one more time before we get off this live. Everything is a rich man's trick. Watch it. Trust me. Trust me. You're going to see the truth.
So they're saying the last explosion that they can count was 9 months ago. 9 months.
I thought people were still dying over there. People aren't dying anymore?
No, apparently not. They don't die like that. If you think about this, okay? Just think about this, people.
Kim, hi.
If you have a war, okay, this is just logic here. You have a war to the point where it affects even the U.S. economy. Okay, that's what they said. Because of the war in Ukraine, we pay more for everything, including gas.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have supposedly the leader of the country that's being bombarded. He can travel,
Terry.
go into public, and do whatever he wants while the war is going on. You can have important American figures going over there and walking without a bulletproof vest or helmet
Yep.
and hardly any security. You can have cameras everywhere, including holographic cameras. You can have live streaming of the president without any gear on, talking to anyone he wants. That's fine. That's in war time, mind you, wartime. If that's the case, if they're that secure and safe, why are we sending money over there? Because I would think the majority of footage coming out of Ukraine at this point would be catastrophic events after the other, one after the next. Bombs going off everywhere. You can show me the details of people dying. You can show me the bodies. You can show me, they haven't been able to show me once. We have not once been given a death toll.
Yeah, no, good point.
Anyone
You're
out
right.
there anyone can give me a death toll of the war yet so far? How many Ukrainians have died in this war? Give me a number. I'll wait for people to give me a number. How many people have died?
Let's go, chat. Number of casualties in this war since the past 9 months. Any Ukrainian casualties? Any Russian casualties?
Let's find out. Let's see. Ukrainian civilian death toll. Let's see here. Let's find out what they say. The Office of the UN High Commissioner of Human Rights recorded 16,000 Ukrainian civilian casualties from February 24th to October 30th. During the period, 6,000 people were killed, including 2,500 men, 1,700 women, 167 girls, and 201 boys, as well as 34 children, 1,800 adults whose sex is yet unknown. A total of 9,000 people, almost 10,000 people, were injured, including 2,000 men, 1,500 women, 200 girls, 292 boys, and 242 children, 5,000 which have not been identified by sex. Now, let's do a little bit more. Let's do it this way. What is Ukraine's population? 36,419,000. Okay? Their population is 36,419,000, and they've suffered 16,000 casualties.
That's
in a
8%.
war that Russia is decimating Ukrainians in.
And that's been going on for 9 months, right?
9 months or more. 16,000 casualties. No, 16,000 casualties, yes. And only 6,000 people dead.
How about some of these comments, though, man? Some people are like, let's see.
Think about it. Folks, think about it. A 36 million population, 6,000 people are dead from a so-called ravaging war.
That's right.
Make it make sense. Not my numbers. Okay, these are leftist websites and Ukraine telling us this. Okay, the UN High Council said 6,000 people have been killed.
And want to know what's interesting? You want to know what's interesting here? I just looked up average casualties of war, and since 1945, there's been a decline. But in recent years, according to ourworldinData.org, you can look this up, war-and-peace. In recent years, the annual death toll tends to be less than 100,000 casualties in war.
So they haven't even broken a tenth of the 10th.
That's less people that supposedly died from COVID. Way less. So supposedly.
A war. Yeah. Ukraine.
And that's a war.
6,000 people in 9 months. And Russia is just decimating bomb after bomb after bomb. Now, okay, you could take out 6,000 people in one bomb. They took out 3,000 Americans in 2 buildings. Right? 2 buildings, 3K in one day. You're trying to tell me that in 9 months you've only taken out 6K? You are a horrible, horrible person at war, Mr.
They suck at it. So if they
Mr.
ever want to
Russia.
attack America, they're going to get their shit pushed in because
Putin
if that's
sucks at
it,
going to war.
we can take a whole country out within a couple of 2 days.
No, so either Putin sucks at war or Zelensky's really good at defending.
He is really good at protecting his people.
It is smoking screens.
If they only have 6K dead, why do they still need guns? They seem to be doing just fine.
Yeah.
They seem to be doing just fine.
Why I gotta be paying for it?
Because it's money laundering, man. We know this. Come on, we all know they're trying to push money. That's it.
Well, no, but it's a question that needs to be asked. Okay, if it's 6,000, so we need to tease this out. For those of you who are in the back, 6,000 people over a course of 9 months, where the average wartime casualty is 100K, Russia's only managed to take out 6,000 out of a population of 34 million.
And the thing is,
36 million.
9 months.
People think Russia is like some pushover country. They're not. They're not. So you're telling me, like Jay was saying, Russia only took out 6K. Russia could probably take out all of Ukraine if they wanted to. All of them. And that's all that's what they tell us. So I don't even believe that number. I believe it's a lot lower. And I believe a lot of the deaths are Ukrainian killing their own people.
All right.
But you need anti-air defense missiles.
Okay, no, here's you ready for a nice breakdown? Compared to Ukraine's military, Russia is overwhelmingly large, boasting 850,000 active personnel and 250,000 in reserve. Russia's firepower is second only to the United States. Now, their military statistics are as followed: the 850,000 personnel, 12,000 tanks, 30,000 armored vehicles, 4,000 total aircraft, 772 aircraft fighters, 544 attack helicopters, 604 naval fleets, 11 frigates, and 15 destroyers.
Oh, we got to
again. Ukraine. You ready for Ukraine's personnel? Listen carefully. 200,000 active personnel, 2,500 tanks, 12,000 armored vehicles, 300 total aircraft, 69 fighter aircraft, 34 attack helicopters, 38 naval fleet, and 1 frigate. You're trying to tell me, with all that military might that Russia has, Ukraine only suffered 6K deaths, having not even a fourth of the firepower? Not even a fourth.
Zelensky's a really good military strategist. That's all we can say about this, right?
Man, we needed him during the Vietnam War.
Shoot.
We were outnumbered on the ground over there. We needed him. If you guys want to keep believing this nonsense that the military is pushing, that's on you. But this is not a war going over there. All they're trying to create is another reason to be in a war somewhere.
Yep. You're
now,
right.
America has been in a war for and I mean this, every president has been in war. Everyone but one.
Trump.
But one.
Yep.
They're all wartime presidents except for one.
Yeah.
And
Trump.
the one time that we were not at war, we had everything going right here. Now we have involvement in another war that don't have anything to do with us. Look at the state of our economy and tell me if there's no correlation.
Hey, look, let me tell you right now, the state, hey, I know it sucks. Look, I know it sucks, right? But my disability and retirement went up because of inflation. I'm just saying.
It ain't coming back down, though, is it?
No, they don't ever drop it back down. It always goes up. But usually we get our biggest increases when inflation goes crazy.
Well, I want an increase in my disability. I didn't get that.
Because you ain't in the military, man.
Well, forget you.
You gotta be one of us.
That's part of my tax dollars that's giving you your cut. I want to cut.
I pay taxes too. What are you talking about? I pay taxes too.
Fair enough.
Look, people, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. We have in front of us all of the lies being exposed, and we have two choices. We sit back and let the lies continue to rule, or we stop with the BS and shut them down. I'm going to say it right now. We have two options: sit back or shut them down. How do you shut them down? You can say voting. You can say voting all you want. I say we go the other route and we take up BLM's attitude, Antifa's attitude, and do what Antifa and BLM did.
I'm down.
Follow them. Follow suit. Hey, they didn't get in trouble. They were just
Oh,
protesting.
we gonna get in trouble though if we do that.
They were
shit.
just peacefully protesting. We can peacefully protest too.
Yeah.
We're gonna be called radical right wing extremists if we
That's
did
okay.
the same
We'll just
thing.
change our name to Antifa.
Yeah, we'll call ours. We'll dress.
We will call
like,
ourselves
we'll dress like
Antifa
'em.
and Black Lives Matter, and we
Yep.
can do whatever we want.
That's all we gotta do.
See how easy that is? Quick fix. I will create a channel says I'm BLM and Antifa and see what happens.
Oh, you'll get so much love though.
Oh, really? It will do a lot. It will do a lot. Trust me, it'll do a lot. See,
Yeah.
what you'll have to do, what you're forcing them to do is to decide whether or not they are against free speech, like they say, especially when you call it a protest and you're Antifa, and really
Antifa.
hold them to account as to whether or not they want people to say what they want to say.
Yeah.
You know, it's an easy solution to me. Will we get people doing it? Don't know. I don't
No,
know.
most Americans are too comfortable.
But that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. We have to start doing we have to use the tactics of the enemy against them. Politically anyway.
That's straight out the Art of War though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And at the same
I'm
time, I
officially-
think, and I think at the same time too, we cannot necessarily just murder a man that's about to commit suicide either. So when the left begins to commit seppuku, you just let him.
Hey. Hey!
Die with honor.
Die with
Don't,
honor,
commit-
dude.
don't execute a man that's about to commit suicide.
Yeah, hey,
I
let
think
him
that's
die
what the
with
left is
honor,
also
man.
doing. The left and honor.
Well,
What?
we will see what happens here over the next 2 years, since they're opening inquiries into all this stuff. That's what they say they're doing. I don't want inquiries. I want prosecutions. I want jail time. I want hangings. I really want hangings. I
had a
want
dream
them,
of
the
us
treasonous people.
tar and
I want the
feathers.
treasonous folks to be brought to justice in some way, shape, or form.
Tar and
I don't want
feathers,
you to-
man.
I don't
That's
want
what I
no
want.
continuous court casing and all that nonsense and people lying into Congress and all the time and nothing happening to them.
Mhm.
Half answers, no answers. You ask them a question and say, "Well, I'm not at liberty." No. I am
All
done
their
with that.
double talk.
I'm done with that.
Yeah.
I think we should just tar and feather them all, let them run through the streets of their district and let the people deal with it. That's what I think.
I'm down.
Hey, you got to answer to the
how
people.
it used to be. It's how it
Yep.
used to be.
That's how it used to be.
We don't want to do that no more, though.
You got to be
unfortunately.
careful. They'll be knocking on my door tomorrow morning. Marty,
I let
them
them knock. I don't have to answer. Let them knock. I ain't gonna answer.
Oh, I don't ever answer my door. If I ain't called you, I ain't ordered nothing. You can knock all day. I'll be like, "Who the fuck are you?"
I'll say, I'm afraid for my life. I'm black.
I said, "Y'all just trying to kill my black ass. That's it. Y'all want me dead. You want me gone like Ye. You want me gone like Kyrie. You want me gone like Malcolm X."
No speaker
ever
any
make-
English.
If I do that, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that coon deserves it."
Oh man, hey, I ain't gonna say too much. But
We'll see how it is. But we have apparently next week is when, is it not next week, but January is when everything's supposed to be flip over, right?
what do
Is
you
when
mean
the seats
flip over?
the seats are finally.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The next
yeah,
session of
January,
Congress, right?
yeah.
Is in January.
Mhm.
Do you think that McCarthy will win the seat for Speaker?
Ooh, I hope not.
Me too. I hope not.
Yeah, he's a rhino.
Big time. But who else would they put?
Ted Cruz, I think.
I heard talks about putting Trump in there as a House Speaker.
That'll shake up the whole freaking house. You want to see people have heart attacks? They be in there like,
I think if you put Trump as, I think he could do more damage as a House Speaker than anything
I
else.
think so too. Yeah. Yeah.
Now imagine this. Imagine this. I don't fully trust DeSantis either. I just want folks to understand that. Okay, something about him just that it seems too clean, and when people are too clean, it usually means that they're dirty. So, if we saw DeSantis as president and then Trump as Speaker. of
Speaker?
the House, oh my God.
Oh.
And then look. Then you have Kerry Lake as the vice president.
President.
with
Oh
DeSantis.
my goodness gracious, bro.
It'll be dangerous up in this motherfucker. They'd be like, oh man, we ain't never gonna win shit. Nope. And we're telling you right now to your face, you ain't gonna win shit up in this bitch.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting to say the least. Like, I don't even know how to shake that out. I don't even know how that would even pan out. I mean, what can you do at that point? If you're the left, what can you do at that point?
Well, you know, what if Trump might have to like take a step back because he's getting up there in age, you know what I mean?
He don't act like it though. He like Pete
But
Carroll,
he's not
bro.
senile like Biden though.
And
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
like Pete
senile,
Carroll.
but what if he actually and you know, I'm a Trump guy. You guys see all around this motherfucker. I'm Trump all day. But just imagine him like taking a step back and be like, you know what? I'm gonna let these young politicians come in here and run DeSantis and Kerry Lake. DeSantis and Kerry Lake.
No, I don't trust Kerry Lake either.
I
don't trust her. I found some stuff about her that I can't trust her either.
Oh, you're gonna find stuff about everybody.
No,
man.
she's some big stuff about her that I can't trust. We did a whole
that she's part of the WEF?
Not that part. Her transition from left to right and how quickly it happened.
Oh, well, I gotta look that up. I didn't know all that.
Yeah,
she was a Democrat to start.
And she was a journalist. And
well, what's that other one that's hot as fuck? What's her name? She's young. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Or Kristen Noem.
Now, Brobert, I haven't heard anything ill about yet. And if she ever gets any sort of political push, or Marjorie Taylor Greene, one of those two, then we in trouble. Then I think the Dems are in trouble because they don't have no filter. They got no filter.
No, zero. They're women. Filter. Women are just, I don't give a shit.
Brobert and Taylor Greene do not care. They are like female versions of Trump. They don't care if you're offended, like at all. They don't care. Like zero cares about it.
Yeah,
and I love that. I love that they don't care.
But and, you know,
we've been too passive.
Trump's sticking to his guns. He's gonna run, but he's gotta pick his VP right. He bet Pence. He already said he's not picking Pence's punk ass.
Well, of course.
But
I'm glad that him and Candace fell out. I'm glad that him and Candace. I would have hated to see her as a running mate.
Yeah, I think he should make her the freaking.
No, he shouldn't put her anywhere in his administration. She's a whole different level of shill. Whole different level.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
No,
but I would pick one of those two females. Like
I don't trust DeSantis. Like I said, we have heard some stuff about him, and we're still investigating it. We had a show planned, and then we ran into a brick wall of something that we needed to dig deeper into. We're still trying to get to the bottom of that. So, no, I don't trust him. Like I say, something about him. Here's where my distrust for DeSantis comes in. When DeSantis was first trying to run, he was all over trying to get Trump's approval. When he got in, he stopped everything to do with promoting President Trump. When the raid on Mar-a-Lago happened, he didn't say jack. He didn't say nothing. All right. I, for one, if the person that helped you get in there because you were not known, no one cared about you, but you got in on the coattails of his name, the least you could do, because remember, you're the one that went for help. The least you could do is say, hey, we got to look into exactly how legal this particular thing was. It's in my state. It's in your state.
Yeah.
You didn't say nothing about it?
That's true.
Nope. I'm not. I can't trust. I can't trust that. Especially if you're going to try and tell me that you're for the American people. Even if you don't like Trump's personality, what he did for the country cannot be denied.
Yeah.
His economical policy can't be denied. His foreign policy can't be denied, and what he put back into the economy can't be denied.
Mhm.
So don't hand me this. Oh, I just can't say nothing. No, you can say something. You just being a little punk. And so I that alone made me untrusting of DeSantis.
Makes sense.
Am I happy that his policies in Florida work out for people? Yeah, that's good. But is he still not batting above? Something not right. Something is not right, and I cannot I can't rest
Discount.
until I find what it
Yeah.
is that I'm suspecting.
Makes sense.
So we'll see. We will see how that turns out. But I think if Robert or Margie Taylor Greene end up in any sort of political power, now they could. One of them could possibly be this next speaker. Now, in all honesty, if McCarthy doesn't make it in, I could see one of them making it in there, and that would be just as powerful as Trump.
McCarthy didn't make it in because the powers that be want him in there.
Yeah. Well, there's enough. There's enough to get him in there.
Yeah.
Enough rhinos. There's enough rhinos.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
don't
Hopefully
get
they
it.
see this podcast and listen to us.
No. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
luck.
it's
With
on Rumble, so they should see it.
that. Rumble is actually doing pretty low numbers. Only one on today. That's all right. So here's the thing, guys. Next week, we're gonna try for that 2:30 time, 5:30. No, 4:30. 4:30. No, 5:30. We said 5:30. 5:30. Eastern.
Yeah.
Eastern time.
Mhm.
Yeah, 5:30 Eastern time. We'll try for next week. I want to try and dig a little bit into some of the crap going on with, and we were going to get to it today, but we didn't. With that Sam Brinton guy and the administration crumbling right before us, with the stumbling, bumbling Blaggedy Ann, and their lying and the Hunter laptop. I want to delve into those three, if possible, and hopefully
down.
Nate will be here. And also, I do want to. We were supposed to tackle the California euthanasia bill too,
Hmm.
but that'll be we can. That's no time limit on that. Just to put a bug in your ear, that's about Canada okaying the death of young kids for depression if they want it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's really, really good stuff.
Thanks, Trudeau.
Create the depression and then sell the kid. You can kill yourself. It's okay. Amazing.
All right.
Anyway,
Amazing.
so next week we will be back. Hopefully,
That's
all
my boy
four
right
of
there.
us.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Uh-huh.
All four of us will be on table for that, and we will talk then next Wednesday at 5:30 Eastern time. One of these days. Now, do you have access back? Are you over 1,000 yet, Jay?
No, sir.
On TikTok?
No, sir.
Neither you.
No.
I'd like.
I
to
probably
do
passed
live,
500, bro.
but we can do live Instagrams though.
Yeah, we can still
true.
do live Instagrams.
All right.
That's always a good way to go.
All right. Cool. I'll try and I'll see if I can set that up. See if I can make it work. I don't know about the screen build yet, but we'll figure it out. So until next time, my peoples, have a good rest of your week and the weekend.
Like, share, comment, subscribe, folks.
There you go. And we will catch you guys on the flip
And
side.
everything
next
is a rich
Wednesday.
man's trick.
I'll find it. Peace out.
Peace.